All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today we will answer a Muslim about, or the Abduls, Muhammadans, about a question always they keep repeating. Now, I know the Muslims anyway, they will not listen. So this is, let us say, even though it's an answer for their question, but it is an education for the Christians. So I hope you guys will download the video and share it with your friends, especially the young ones who the Muslims try to fool when they ask those questions. You see, when a Muslim he asks you a question, he have a certain logic, and I'm not going to insult people, but I find always that the Muslim logic is very stupid, and I mean that seriously. If Jesus is God, now you see, if this is a question come from someone he's an atheist, it can be acceptable. But this is a question coming from someone he claimed that the Quran taught him about Jesus, and he claimed that he have a lot of information we don't, even the Christians, we as a Christian, we don't have it. As an example, the Quran mention miracles we never heard of, fairy tale stories and books not accepted, but it is in the Quran. So a Muslim he claimed that he knew Jesus better than us, but then he asked us very dumb questions, and the question is very simple: how Jesus is God and then he died? You know, if I go with the logic of the Muslims, which means that God should not die, well, isn't it this is what happened to Jesus in the Quran? According to your Quran, Muslims, Jesus did not die, but yet right now he is in heaven. So I will go with your logic. How Jesus is God and he died, and if he did not die, then that's mean he is God. But in your Quran, Jesus did not die, so he must be God. So you try to deny the Christians God, you made Jesus God in your religion. Isn't it the Quran says that Allah he took Jesus to heaven and he cloned someone look like him and he put him in the cross? This is how stupid the logic of the Muslims. They try to shoot you, they shoot themselves. You know, when I say every Muslim is a stupid until he proved the opposite, I am not insulting, it's a fact. And I challenge anyone to say to me, I'm not right. This is how it is. Every Muslim, it's a must. Because the second you are a Muslim, you say dumb and stupid things. Actually, I have two questions I want to answer today, but we will finish first with this one. Now, as long the Quran says clearly that Jesus did not die, you know, and you can open your Islamic website, you know, we don't use a Christian website or a Christian even interpretation like the Muslims. When they try to give interpretation for the Bible, they give their own interpretation. We don't do that. We show you the Islamic interpretation, which is made to defend Islam, not to explain the Quran. The Quran claim that Jesus never died, and here we have a serious question for the Muslims. Why every person die except Jesus? Now you want to tell me later he will die? This is a fiction. Prove it to us. The fact you believe in right now, what's happening right now, that Jesus right now as we speak, he is alive, and your God Allah, he took him to his seventh heaven, and he is right there right now, as you see the Quran in front of you. Allah made an appearance of the likeness of Jesus, which means Allah is a liar, he is a deceiver, he is a cheater. He cloned someone look like Jesus, he sent someone like Jesus, and he made him look like Jesus. He speak like Jesus, he have the eyes of Jesus, he have the hair of Jesus, he have the voice of Jesus. Even his mother, she could not recognize that this is Jesus. And then a stupid Abdul, he says to us that this is not Jesus. What is the proof? The Quran. No witnesses, nobody. You know, a guy who came 600 years after Muhammad. And the funny, guys, the funny is the Muslim, they say to us, okay, do you have a proof that Jesus died? Okay, let me ask you, a guy who came 600 years after Jesus, not only did not witness Jesus, they say to you that we don't accept the book of John because it's written 60 years after Jesus. That's what they say, the Muslims. We don't accept the book of John because it's written 60 years after Jesus, but they accept a man who is born 600 years after Jesus. He is not from Israel. He is not a Jew. He is not a Hebrew. He is an Arab. He is more than almost 1,200 miles away, far from where Jesus was. And yet they don't ask for proof. However, the problem now is your problem, Muslims, because if Jesus is not God, he should die. Everyone should die according to Islam. Isn't it the Quran says وَكُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ? Every soul is going to taste death. This is what the Quran said. So why Jesus? Why Muhammad? He was rotting and his nail became a green and his belly became like a balloon and the fart was coming from his anus like a crazy because the Muslim did not bury him for 3 days. Why does not happen to Jesus? I want an answer. Any Muslim can give me an answer? The Muslims, when Muhammad he died, they did not bury him for 3 days. Can any Muslim tell me why you did not bury him for 3 days? All of us, we knew that Islam encouraged people, actually forced people to bury a person who is dead in the same day, in the same evening before the sun set, right away, not to the second day. Why in the case of Muhammad he was not buried immediately in the desert of Saudi Arabia? And you know how you will stink in that desert because it's so hot and there is no ice or there's nothing to cool the body of a dead man. So they did not bury him for 3 days because Muhammad told them that we are the people of the Prophet. No grave can eat us. The earth cannot swallow us. And later they found that Muhammad was lying. He stink. So you see all those verses I'm showing in front of you, it's about verses about death. You can take the numbers, you know, all those verses, look, endless. And if we ask the Muslims, what is death anyway? You see, the Islamic death is the most stupid death ever. As an example, as long that Abdul, he said, if a person he died, then he cannot be God. For God should not die. By the way, until now I did not give the Christian answer for this. That's mean that your Quran saying that you Muslims are gods. Why? Because the Quran says it clearly, ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون. What does that mean? Don't think that those who killed those mujahideen, ISIS, they are dead. They're alive. What? They are alive. Think not of those who are slain in Allah's way as dead. Nay, they live. Like what the heck? Are those gods? Because you just said the one who don't die, he's God. And those are not dead. Your Quran saying that those people are not dead, they are alive. You think they are dead. So what does that mean? Physically, you kill them, but in fact, they're alive. That means every one of those people, he's God, for he is alive, dead, zombie. His body full of knives, or he commits suicide bombing and his body, his penis became in the east and his ass became in the west, but yet he is alive. So this is the stupid logic of the Muslims. Now, what is the Christian answer about Jesus die? You see, even Muslims believe that a human being, as you see, that you kill his body, but his spirit is alive. So if Jesus is just a human being, can't we apply the same belief the Muslims believe, which is you die as a body, your soul or spirit is alive? So our God, you idiot Muslims, sorry to say idiot because that will be something upsetting the idiot one, because this is too much for the idiot to accept that Muslims are like them. So our God is a spirit. You can kill the body, for he allowed you. Jesus, he said, nobody take myself, I lay myself down. I am the one who lay myself. Nobody can take it from me. So he appeared to you in the image of a man, but our God is a spirit. This is why Jesus, he said, every two of you mention my name, I will be between them. How he can do that unless he is God? How he can do that and we cannot see his body, for he is the spirit. So our God, the spirit, is always alive and never die. What died was the flesh, and that flesh did not even die and decayed and destroyed. Jesus himself, he came back to us as a man again. And that this additional proof that Jesus, he is what he claimed. Why Muhammad did not come back? You know, Muhammad, he said in the hadith that to pray Muslims, pray, huh? For your prayer is going to be exposed to me, will be displayed. They said to him, Prophet, how our prayer will be, you know, displayed in front of you, and you will be dead. Do you see it? He said, we prophets, our bodies, no earth can consume our body. Do you see it? So Muhammad, he claimed that the body of the prophets have different nature. They are not a human. And he was talking about himself. He is dead, but yet the prayer of the Muslims is going to be displayed in front of him. Who is he? Not in front of Allah, if in front of Muhammad. So obviously Muhammad, he claimed to be God. This is why he changed his name from Qatham to the praised one. You see, Muslims, you're a prophet, his name is Muhammad, right? Muhammad means the praised one. So who is the praised two? The praised one is Muhammad, the praised two is Allah. So who is the God? Another question the Muslims they ask. I hope you guys are taking notes. Please download the video after we finish and share it with your friends. The Muslims, they say, well, Jesus, he used to eat food. And that is obviously a clear evidence that Jesus cannot be God, because he have needs like people, he eat. You see, Abdul, according to the Bible, Jesus, he fasted for 40 days. Can you? Can you fast for 40 days without food? Can your body survive for 40 days without any food? Without anything going to your mouth? You Muslims, you fast the month of Ramadan, but you eat more like a goat and you sleep all night. Sorry, you wake up all night and you sleep all day. Same time, if a person do not, they say to you, well, a person he do eat, he have to go to the bathroom. Imagine God, he go to the bathroom. You see, there is nowhere in the Bible says that Jesus ever he went to the bathroom. However, let us say that this has happened. Is that going to make God dirty? This body have a nature of a man. Your God, he said, that he sent his spirit and his spirit appear as a perfect man. Hmm? Is that correct? The Muslim, they translate the word our spirit as our angel, which is false. It says فَأَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهَا رُوحَنَا فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا. Ruhana is not an angel, you liars. For angels are not spirits, are they? I challenge Muslim to get me where they get this from. Not according to your religion. Because your God in the judgment day, he is going to slaughter the angels. So can you slaughter a spirit? How you can do that? He will bring the angels, like as an example, he will bring the angel of death and he will slaughter him like a ram. So here we see that the spirit of Allah became a perfect man, and the Muslim, they, in fake translation, they say, oh, this is the angel Jibreel. It does not say that. Our spirit, and it appeared to her in the likeness of a perfect man. Now this is spirit of Allah when appear in the front of Mary in the likeness of a perfect man. Does that mean this spirit is not a spirit no more? Does that mean this is not the spirit of Allah no more? If we assume that you are saying this is an angel as you claim, but there's no proof of it according to the Quran, then are you saying that this angel is not an angel no more because now he appeared as a man? Isn't it your prophet Muslims claim that the angel Jibreel came to him as a man? And he came to him in the image of Dahi al-Kalbi, which was a handsome boy used to sleep with Muhammad. And Muhammad, he claimed that this is Dahi al-Kalbi, but he looked like Dahi al-Kalbi, but this is Jibreel, just to give an excuse why this guy stay late in his house at night. So they asked him, Dahi al-Kalbi, he just came from your home now this time. He said, oh, he looked like Dahi al-Kalbi, but this is not him, this is Jibreel. MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah. So here we go. We have a person, you Muslims claim that he is a spirit, and then you say he is a Jibreel, he's an angel, but yet he is coming as a man. Is that will change the nature of the angel, or still he's an angel? Guys, are you getting my point? The hypocrisy of the Muslims and the stupidity of the Muslims is amazing. Because if God became a man, that means he cannot be God no more. That's mean Jibreel, if he became a man, he cannot be angel no more. And this is why I say every Muslim is dumb until he proved the opposite. Then they say to you, well, if somebody he piss, he cannot be God. Hello? Okay, well, you're a prophet. He said that you Muslims don't piss too. Does that mean you Muslims are God? Or what we need to do, change your location. According to your God, in the heaven you will eat. And you will have sex. But you will not, excuse my language, this is what your prophet saying. وَلَا يَتَغَوَّطُونَ, which means you will not do shit or piss. Do you see it? I heard Allah apostle saying that inmates of paradise would eat and drink. What you will do? You eat and you drink, but would neither spit nor pass water. What pass water? You mean you piss? Thank you. Nor void what? No do neither doing shit. No suffer from katara. What the heck? They would bleach and sweat. No, they will not do that. Even that they will not do. So you know, here we go. If you believe that a person who don't do that he is God, well, you are God. Because you Muslims in heaven, you eat like an elephant, you shit nothing. I'm not going to ask you where the food goes. Obviously it come as boogers, because Muhammad did not say you don't have boogers. He said you will not do you know, liquid, but it's possibly coming as boogers. So are you God? What about orgasm? How you say to you don't piss? Now is orgasm is coming from your private part? Because according to your prophet you will have 70 years orgasm. I'm not going to complain about how short it is. I mean, imagine you come to visit Shabir Ali in his bedroom in the heaven. You come the first year, you knock the door, you hear Shabir Ali saying, "Oh, ha, 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 Shabir Ali is coming." You come next year and you knock at the door. You hear Shabir Ali still coming. You come the third year, the fourth year, 10 years after, 7 years, 20 years after, 30 years after, Shabir Ali still coming. You came 80, 70 years after, and Shabir Ali is not finished with his orgasm. You Muslims must be gods. So Muslims, they suffer from stupid brain. If we take what the Muslims believe and we practice it in their own logic, in their own religion, you will see how stupid Islam is. And this is exactly what we did. I did not even quote one verse from the Bible yet. This is the religion of the dump, and you must be a dump to believe in God, who is a vagina vendor, penis extender, and vagina making it wider, an ass which is 1 mile. Your God's specialty is surgery for private parts and breast. Even your God, he could not make Muhammad. You see, the Muslim, they say to us that if Allah, he wants something to be, he say be. Hello, okay, show me one thing in the Quran was created by a saying be. Never. The Quran says the similarity of Jesus is the same as Adam. Allah, he said to him be, and he was. But was Adam created by saying be, you idiot? Allah, he made mud. Then he fashioned the mud in the figure of a person. Then he breathed into the mud. Where is the bee? And after he breathed in the mud, still Adam is not finished. This is why, according to the hadith, it says that when Allah, he breathed into to Adam, he could not stand up. So he said to Allah, finish me, Allah, before the sunset. Do you see how slow your Allah? Where is be? Same story about Allah is making a plastic surgery for Muhammad. He cut his chest and he installed a dish of wisdom and dish of faith in his chest. Why Allah did not say to Muhammad be and fix his chest? Why he sent 2 angels and they cut his chest and they wash his chest with the water of zam 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 zam? Where is the God of be? And he was obviously this God. He need a God making surgery. Muhammad, he invoked his God because his penis is not working, so Allah, he sent him a dish of shish kebab. Why Allah don't say to Muhammad, hey, penis of Muhammad, be good, and he will be good? Instead, he sent an angel with a dish of shish kebab, and Muhammad, he ate it, and some stories says even Fatima ate it, which means Fatima, she got the power of 40 men in sex. My friends, Abdul, I really like you. I want to grow you in my backyard, but the city is not allowing me. Maybe you can help. Please sign a petition to allow the city to grow a brain like yours in my laboratory, because it is the most priceless brain, for it's never been used. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to download the video and share it with your friend. This is a Christian Prince. The nightmare of Allah is here. If you dare to debate me, let me know. But I know you don't. Thank you. God bless.